Hey!
This is JJ and Alex.
I made a name for myself, I told you I won't be denied.
As you wrap up your day, it's time to get your fix of the teams you live for and the sports you love. This is JJ and Alex, presented by G2G Bars on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
All right, everybody, welcome on in. It's Friday. Hey, let's go.
You made it, everybody.
Yeah, you
Almost.
did.
We got what? I don't know. If you're listening right now to your work, probably a couple hours left.
Just do what half of our management does in this building on a Friday.
Oh, shots fired.
I'm not mad about it. I'm jealous.
That's what I meant.
Got a meeting. I got a meeting. Got to be across town. It's a lunch.
Got a tea time. I mean, a meeting at
It's got a
1
lunch.
p.m.
It's a lunch meeting. And we're just, But I might, if you need me, I'll be around. That means nothing, by the way. If you need me, I'll be around. That means don't call me, right? So, hey, listen, not our bosses though. All right, Lloyd, Nate. I think they're in a meeting right now, sweating it out, talking about football season. Certainly that. Hey, we had this discussion before the show, bro. Next Friday is Game Night Live.
A week from tonight, high school football kicks off.
Where do you guys start?
The state of Utah.
Where do you guys start?
American Fork High School. The defending 6A state champion Corner Canyon Chargers will take on the American Fork Cavemen to start our Game Night Live season.
Is that a region matchup right off the bat?
No, they're no longer in the same region.
They're not in the same region.
They were until last season. Corner Canyon was moved to Region 2, so they're in a region with teams like Bingham and Riverton and Mountain Ridge and Harriman and Copper Hills. And so American Fork is still in a region with Sky Ridge, Lone Peak, Pleasant Grove, Lehigh, Westlake. That is a gauntlet.
That's a stacked. Corner Canyon's over here walking into the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, there's some good teams in their region too. It's not like it used to be. They rebalanced everything and they moved some of those teams down from 6A down to 5A that were getting their, there was a competitive disadvantage. They consolidated 6A, which I think is really good.
Yeah, that's smart.
And they now added some of those teams into 5A, and now 6A is only 3 regions, and it is tough.
You guys going to be up at Davis at some point this year?
We have a Davis game. We have a Davis versus Weber game. I think it's at Weber, though.
Okay. Well, we'll go.
So we do have Davis versus Weber on the schedule.
We're going to be out there
this season.
We're going to be out there anyway.
I feel like nobody wants to hear that right now, but I feel like you got me going now.
No,
I
know.
I got to reveal our whole schedule.
No.
Which I can do.
I'll do this every week. I'll ask you where you guys are going to be every week. This is what it feels like.
I like this.
JJ getting his calling boards out. Sly up there in the booth with his binoculars.
Yeah.
It's going to be phenomenal. And Football Fridays are going to start up pretty darn soon as well. We're going to have all sorts of stuff going on this football season. So
I got the schedule right here.
Okay, give me. I don't want the whole shebang.
What do you want?
But I do want maybe the first month here. Because a lot of these we're going to end up being at with you guys in some cases.
You're going to be there.
Okay.
So I told you Corner Canyon and American Fork. On August 23rd, we got a doubleheader. Weber State.
This music just helps.
Stewart Stadium. Richfield will take on the brand new Westfield High School. Richfield, the 3A state champions.
Why are they going up to Weber?
It's some kind of.
Where's Westfield High School?
It's a Westfield High School's out. They kind of split up Fremont and Roy.
Okay,
in that
so
area.
it's
out near Ogden. So out there on the west side.
Oh, it's those. Oh, I saw these guys. They actually
the Longhorns.
The Longhorns. Actually, yes. I saw the kids in the Ute conference
brand
and
new school.
They were already wearing all the black and orange.
Yep.
I like it.
And that same night, we're going to do Richfield versus Westfield, which will be fun. Battle of the Fields. After that, we got Farmington versus Bountiful.
Okay, and that's Bountiful is a 5A school still, right?
Yes. They were in the 5A championship last year.
And then Farmington's still in 6A, and they're looking to rebound. They had a little bit of a
they did.
Is
they
Dan
were
Coates
very
still
young
the head
last year.
coach?
Dan Coates, former BYU tight end and Cincinnati Bengals tight end, is still the head coach at Farmington. They did have a down year last year. They had a lot of young players. They should be better this year. But this Region 1 with Farmington and Davis and Weber and Fremont, I'm telling you, 6A is stacked. There's not 6A is tough. The week after that, August 30th, Bingham at Lehigh.
We're not even out of August yet.
We're not even out of August.
Okay.
So September 6th, Orem at West Jordan. 2 really good 5A teams the week after that. Springville at Timpview. And then we're at Davis at Weber. It was at Weber.
Yeah.
Following that, a rivalry game down in southern Utah County. Salem Hills at Spanish Fork. That'll be followed by a game on October 4th between Sky Ridge and Lone Peak.
So that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Wait, where's the St. George game this year? What's it going to be?
I'm getting there.
Okay. Get
I'm
the
almost
music
there.
going,
I'm
Jeremy.
almost there.
We
Fire
can't,
it up.
We can't. Oh, there we go.
It's
Woof.
back.
We're talking high school football here. We got to have this music underneath us. What do you got?
We're still finalizing this, so maybe this, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there.
Okay.
October 11th, West at East.
Okay. Rivalry. Now, I think Sly and I called a game that was Harriman East up there at that East Stadium a couple years ago, and it was an 8-6
Really?
kind of game.
A
You know what I mean?
slugfest.
Oh my gosh. 2 teams that love to run the football. So West and East,
Yep.
and West would probably be
West is really good.
they'll be the favorite in that one, and that
They will
doesn't
be.
happen. That hadn't happened in a lot in the
West
last decade.
They've really turned things around,
Nice.
and now they're one of the best 5A programs in the state. And then our last game of the week of the regular season, Wednesday, October 16th. Yes, we are going to St. George.
Wednesday,
Crimson Cliffs at Dixie.
the Mustangs and the Flyers.
Was not expecting that today, but there you go. That's our Game Night Live
I love
2024
it.
football
All
schedule.
right, we'll roll it out.
And it kicks off next Friday. We'll be there.
I get goosebumps thinking about that. We've
got football, real
That's
football,
amazing.
coming up next week.
All right. Our program is always brought to you by G2G Bars, all natural ingredients and no preservatives. Make the G2G Bar perfect for anybody who needs a quick, tasty, and nutritious boost. Let's kick the show off with the cut. We've got some stuff to jump into. We've got some Olympics to put a bow on. We're not going to be able to, and frankly, I don't know. I would assume that France will kick out Sam Farnsworth from its beautiful country by the time this weekend's over. I don't know when he's going to be back, but the games are over on Sunday. I'm assuming he'll be back Monday a.m., back in the building working.
Yeah, that's Sam. That sounds like
I
that
know.
sounds about right.
So
We're gonna have to tell him to go home.
here's what we're going to do. We're going to kick off final Olympic stuff today, all right? But we've got some football and basketball to talk here with it because we have some things that we have to figure out for LA 2028. So let's kick off the cut right here at the top of the program. Let's do it.
It's time for the biggest story of the day. This is what made the cut with JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Hello, America. This is Sergei Popov with an official Mother Russia medal count update, Paris 2024. Looks like, still 0. Back to you, chubby American broadcaster.
Always has to throw the weight around.
Hey, enjoy the flight back home to Moscow, Sergey.
I think he had to do that from a satellite office in Moscow.
Yeah, they
I
don't
don't
even
think they let
him
him
travel.
in.
Okay.
I know.
Well-
We'll have another update from Sergey, probably the final one of the entire games later
Yeah.
in the program.
And we
Uh,
won't miss Sergey.
We won't miss him. And best part was, didn't have to pay him. He offered to do that for free. I think that's where the insults come from.
He's just trying to troll America.
It's no problem. This portion of the show brought to you by Trajan Wealth, TRAJAN Wealth.com. That's TrajanWealth.com for all of your fiduciary and financial needs. They will help you out. All right. I do want to roll out. I was trying to think of MVPs of this whole thing. Okay. So let's roll out some quick MVPs. I've got a couple. All right. First of all, the very first one on my list, I've got a couple of MVPs and then maybe the not so MVPs as well. But the first one on the list is Turkish Pistolero. Still don't know his name. But now everybody wants
I
to.
got his name here.
By the way, everybody wants to take pictures with the Turkish Pistolero is an awesome band name. It could be a great album name.
Yeah.
It also could be a nickname for that guy in your friend group. It's a really, really good golfer. I don't know. Yeah, it could work for anything. I'm gonna start calling people Turkish Pistoleros. All right. Turkish Pistolero with a silver medal without any help, just his hand in his pocket, shooting guns on the range. Katie Ledecky has 9 gold medals now to her name. As a female swimmer, it's one of the best in history. I think it's tied for the best in history. Is it the best now? And then what's crazy is you look at Michael Phelps, and he has 23 gold medals. So the most medals in U.S. Olympic history, it's like Katie Ledecky with 9 gold medals is phenomenal. And then number 1 is Michael Phelps at 23. He'll never be run down. So there you go. And then another MVP under the radar is the organizers in Paris who actually hooked the athletes up with more protein than they had anticipated when they found worms in the fish this year. Did you see that?
Gosh.
British, that's just extra protein. That's what they're going to sell it as. Hey, man. So those are some early ones for me. The French heavyweight judo champ Teddy Riner, Olympic medalist, again, 5 gold medals, 3 individual heavyweight championships plus the team. Mijail Lopez, we talked about him, the Cuban heavyweight wrestler, 5 Olympic gold medals in a row. Only person to ever do that in history. So those are a couple. Any ones that stand out for you?
Yeah, you missed some.
Tell me.
Let's start with Simone Biles.
Simone Biles,
3
I
golds.
love. Plus the story, amazing for her to come back from that.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri Richardson, stripped of the opportunity to do it last time, gets a gold medal in the 4x1 today, and then a silver medal in the 100 meters. And listen, the U.S., that was a phenomenal. Go watch that race, by the way. That 4x1 was awesome.
I think you could tell by the reaction at the basketball game the other day that Leon Marchand is probably the star of the Olympics.
Absolutely.
I think between him and Biles, I can't. Who else would you throw in there as like the star of the Olympics overall? That's what I would go with.
There's I don't know. Maybe Snoop's horse dressage, gin and juice. The horse named Gin and Juice. That's a good one. The river Seine quenching the thirst of athletes across the world during their swim.
Yummy.
It's like, what happened? I got pink eye.
That
Well,
was a masterpiece of dog shit.
Why does this river taste?
It's like, what is that? What is this? I'm getting notes of
The swimmers get out of the river and they look like Gollum
I
from
know.
Lord of the Rings.
the come from behind win by Hall, the U.S. sprinter in the 400. That was awesome. I think we just won the 400-meter hurdles as well.
Yes.
I say we. Men's and women's both won.
World record.
Yeah, Ray Benjamin.
Yesterday.
Ray Benjamin today. Yesterday was a new world record by the gal who won it from the U.S. also. But don't all. And you know what, Paris? Congrats also for having those outdoor urinals. More convenient, right?
Yeah, they're not shy in Paris.
No, more convenient. You get to stare other people, other countrymen across the way, right there in the open.
Privacy is not a thing in Paris.
Eye contact the whole time is great. So it brings the world together. It brings the world together. My goodness.
Eye contact at a urinal.
Team USA women's and men's both going to be in the gold medal game, right? The women's team though is by far the insane
8th straight appearance, I believe.
Yes, and 60 in a row now is their stretch. They haven't lost
Insane.
they are 60-0 currently, the women's basketball team. So there you go. I did want to get to a couple of things though, and one of those is that Team USA basketball, the 5-on-5. I don't know what's going to happen. Jake and Ben may be a little bit nervous today when they're talking about Team USA against Team France because Team France is a lot more deep than Serbia was.
Yeah.
Now they have no business being in this game with Team USA, but obviously they're going to be juiced up. I mean, figuratively, right? The Olympic Committee
maybe.
goes, yeah, it could be. I don't know what Rudy's taking for that. By the way, the Rudy Gobert situation is weird because he's like, yeah, I had a procedure done on my finger. They asked the head coach about it, and he's like, no, actually, he didn't. What? Which one is
strange.
it? Which one is it? All right, so let's try to predict what next Olympics looks like for this Team USA, because you're going to be missing your Anthony Edwardses who are going to be older. LeBron's going to be in a home at that point.
Anthony Edwards, how old is he going to be?
Not Anthony Edwards. Anthony Davis. Sorry.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony
There we go.
Davis.
Okay.
He'll be 38,
Yeah. So
which is not going to be.
You're listing guys that are aging out of the next Olympic Games.
Who else is not going to be there?
Steph's not going to be
Steph's
there.
not going to be there.
KD.
I don't even think Joel Embiid is going to be there.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is the youngest guys on this current roster, and you want to keep guys too, JJ, the guys who win a gold and know the whole rigmarole of going through the whole deal. Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum. Do you cut any of those guys?
No. No, just carry them over.
Okay.
It'll be their turn.
Keep those
How about
guys.
that?
Anthony Edwards, by the way, is going to be 26 when the next Olympics comes
Maybe
around.
Bam's not a part of it. Bam's been in 2 now. Maybe he doesn't want to do it.
Okay.
He won gold in Tokyo as well.
Okay.
Maybe you replace Bam with a younger big. I don't know.
Let me throw out.
We'll talk about it.
Let me throw out some ideas.
Okay.
And you give me a couple too. I threw out Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
I think Chet Holmgren would be awesome.
Yes.
Jeremy Snuckey and Jalen Green on the list just because he's a freaking Houston Rocket. He's also pretty good.
He'll be in the pool.
Yeah. So, is Zion Williamson? I mean, he's one of the most flashy guys on the planet. But is he an Olympic 5-on-5 basketball guy?
If he's not injured and he's got his health dialed in,
Yeah.
maybe. But I don't know what his interest level is.
Tell me some other young names here that we could see in 2028 for Team USA.
There's one obvious one, Cooper Flag.
Okay.
I think that's the way he performed against Team USA in that practice in Vegas that we all remember.
Well, then why not AJ DeBanza? Also like
Let's
a number
throw
one.
him out.
I mean, we're talking 4 years from now.
Potentially BYU star AJ DeBanza. Don't laugh.
No, sorry.
I actually love the promise of BYU basketball.
Sly, I'm with you, bro.
Hey, if they get AJ DeBanza, I also love the promise of BYU basketball.
So Cooper Flag, I mean, that's really kind of projecting it, right? But that's one you almost want to put in the bank because he was so good this summer against Team USA on that select team. First of all, he's like, "Oh, I don't know how I even made the select team. What an honor!" Yeah. Then he goes out there and trashes guys, and you go, "Well, that's why he is where he's at where he's at." Donovan Mitchell,
put him in the pool.
Okay. Scotty Barnes, we talked about.
Yes. I'll throw in. How about John Morant?
Okay.
As long as he's healthy.
The answer is yes, absolutely.
As long as he's healthy and his head's on straight.
So how many do they get on the
roster?
roster?
In the world.
Do they get 15 or they get 12?
That's 12. Well,
okay.
There's more than 12. There's 15. But,
sure.
I mean, he just signed a 2-way contract with the Jazz. Micah Potter, he's on the team, but he's not in the he's not in the rotation.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 15 players on the team.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering is what do you get to take with you to?
But even Jason Tatum's not playing right now, which
is nuts. This is going to be LA.
Yeah.
And by the way,
that's going to help.
And by the way, the lighting of the torch in 2028. This has been Jeremy's big thing recently, right? Who's going to be the person who lights it? And I threw it out there, and I think this should only be it. It will be Team USA 1992. The Dream Team.
Hit that one? You want me to give some suggestions?
I think Dream Team should be it. You know why? It'll be 36 years.
No.
It'll be 30. What do you mean no?
I have a better one.
You have a better one than
Yes.
the 1992 Dream Team?
Yep.
Okay, what do you have?
Carl Lewis.
Okay.
So one of the great things about the Olympics is the tradition in the past. So you always want to pay nod and homage to those that came before and then bring it to present day. So what better to do in a games in LA than to go back to the biggest star of the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, and that was Carl Lewis. It makes perfect sense to have Carl Lewis light the torch.
He won the 100, the 200, the 4x1, and the long jump, of course. And then he won 2 golds in 88, and he won 2 golds in 92, and he won 1 in 96. Wild. 9 Olympic gold medals for Carl Lewis.
A Dream Team combo would be fine. It would be cool.
What they do is
more specifically, I would probably think Magic Johnson would make more sense in LA than Michael Jordan or any of the other guys.
Well, no, but look, do the thing where they're jogging, one thing to another. I just want to see Chuck jog.
Well, he's definitely going to. You could do the whole 92 Dream Team with the torch relay.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about lighting the thing.
They all go 11 feet. Like, all right, here, you take it.
You remember Muhammad Ali in 96 in Atlanta? Like, you got to have, like, here in
give me star power.
Here in Salt Lake City, the U.S., the 1980 team, the hockey team.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Have to have it.
You've got to have one that just blows everybody away. And for me, Carl Lewis makes the most sense. But if you're going for star power, maybe you go with Magic Johnson. Maybe Serena Williams.
Okay. Oh, all right.
All those make sense.
All right.
Maybe Michael Phelps. I would put Carl Lewis at number 1 for me.
Any celebs you want to throw in there? Just people who are just out there?
I mean, it is Hollywood.
Get Taylor Swift. She shoot one of those arrows that are flaming across the cauldron. I still think that Spanish guy who shot in Barcelona when he shot the that's one of the coolest things ever.
That's pretty cool.
The cynical part of me goes,
I'm glad he didn't miss.
The cynical part of me is they cheated. Like somebody's in there like with the little flint and
so that
flint
was
steel.
the original darts only. Is that what you're telling me?
That's exactly right. Actual fire darts. All right, very quickly, in 2028, the coolest thing is going to happen, and that is the 7-on-7. The flag football, which is 5-on-5 technically. 5 players on offense, 5 players on defense. Flag football. Now, the 3x3 needs to improve, but you can't bring NBA guys into that. They have to be FIBA players who've had a certain amount of
on the 3x3 circuit.
Yes. 5 players on offense, 5 players on defense for Team USA. To start it off right, you have to have gold medals for the first 5 games. The first 5 Summer Olympics in a row, starting from Los Angeles 2028. We can't lose for at least 5 Olympics. All right?
Ever.
Or ever, but I'm just saying.
Who's beating the United States?
Yeah, Germans will show up just because they're tough. Yeah, look, New Zealand will probably put together a pretty good squad.
Canada.
Yes, because they're just cheating. They're cheating off of our test, right?
There's Australian rules football.
Sure, footy, whatever.
They'll be favored in Brisbane, I'm sure, in 2032. Not really.
Let's roll out because you got 5 on offense, 5 on defense. You can have a total of 12 on the roster.
Yep.
So we're going to go 6 and 6 here. All right. I threw out 2 quarterbacks' names. Well, you threw out Lamar Jackson, and I think that's a slam dunk.
Yep.
That should be your guy. This might be the only time to do it, but that is 4 years from now. You worried about age?
No.
One thing that
Lamar's still pretty young.
One thing that I am wondering about is what if Caleb Williams starts to show up and show out?
Then you got him as a backup there, don't you? Throw him in there.
He puts on some like nasty trash talk against Mexico on his fingernails.
F you, Canada.
Yes. All right. So maybe him in the mix. Now, you roll out these offensive names because I love all these guys. And you know what? We determined that there is nobody, you want no one on this list except for the flashiest, quickest.
Look, speed and agility. You're not worried about strength.
There's no O-line.
None of that.
There's none of that.
This is speed and agility.
You have to have somebody snap the ball, but nobody's blocking.
You got to be fast. Got to be elusive.
And the center is also eligible. So
correct.
So you just want wideouts.
So we got 5 selections here.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey.
Done deal.
Tyreek Hill.
He might be
Blazing
the MVP.
Fast.
Yes.
He's rated number 1 on the NFL's top 100. He's got to be on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Jefferson, obvious. Go get that jump ball. DK Metcalf. Talk about freaks. He's at the top of the list. And how about Jamar Chase?
Why not? Throw him in.
I like him too.
Yeah.
So there's our 5 receivers.
Okay, defense. This is great because you do need some rush. You do need some pressure. You get it with Micah Parsons, who is, by the way, Micah Parsons is the fastest edge rusher maybe in the history of the league, right?
And he's so he's got so much different skill set that the Cowboys are thinking about playing him in 3 different positions this year.
Okay.
So he has that versatility.
Got it.
That you need.
After that, it's all DBs. Sauce Gardner leading the way, obviously.
Best corner in the league.
Kyle Hamilton, best safety in the league.
Yep. Well, you could argue Antoine Winfield.
Antoine Winfield, we put him on the list too.
Yes.
And then throw in a local flavor, also second-team All-Pro this year, Jalen Johnson. Since
we got a Ute on the team.
He didn't get respect. He didn't get the respect of the top 100 by his fellow players, and he
Which
felt
is so
disrespected.
weird.
But
he was right.
He'll get the nod. He'll get the nod by Team USA. Team USA football is going to pick him. Could you imagine a team like that? First of all, we should have 3 teams in there, and they should be gold, silver, bronze.
Which is exactly what would happen.
Hopefully. All right. Good start. All
Flag
right.
football in 2028. Can't wait.
All right, we're gonna put a real bow on this Olympic stuff. I'm so glad football is going to make its way into the Olympics. Everybody needs this. The world needs it. They need football, and if we can just sneak it in with flag football at the beginning, and then we'll get everybody doing it, then fine. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back from Paris. Our own Sam Farnsworth, who did try escargot. He did? Oh, it's on his. Oh, you've got a clip. Oh boy. Disgusting. All right, we'll have Sam join us from Paris for the final time of these games, and we will come right back. More to go. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Accessing.
When TV and radio collide.
Love it.
This is what you get. You're listening to JJ and Alex, presented by G2G Bars.
Don't touch that thigh!
On 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Ooh, I don't know. That's it? Oh, I don't know. You've done this?
Just do it. And?
Tastes good.
You're not throwing up.
I need to swallow it. I mean, I'm trying not to think of the movie Turbo right now. It tasted good.
All right, welcome back. It is JJ and Alex, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone. You're thinking to yourself, what was I just listening to? Well, it was the sounds of Sam Farnsworth eating the humble snail in Paris, France.
What?
The humble snail. Isn't that what that is?
That's escargot, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't that what snails are, though?
Yeah, snail.
Yeah.
It was a snail.
Was
I ate a
it,
snail.
Was it gooey? Was there a gravy that went along with it? How does it work?
No, it like very much. Look, I was nervous it would be kind of chewy or slimy or something, which it wasn't. It really had the texture of like some soft chicken, I would say, and the flavor was just very buttery and herby. So the flavor was fine, but I did not expect it to look as big as it did when I pulled it out of the shell. And you could kind of see what a snail looks like. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I even look?
I love how it's like the snail with his pants off is bad. Like, you know what? He's like, you got to see the full snail.
Let me tell you, you put butter on anything, I'll eat it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I feel like France could do it well. I know escargot is something that we kind of chuckle about, but there's probably a reason that the rest of us in the world haven't really taken a shine to it. But yeah, that's fine.
They eat octopus in Japan.
I eat octopus. Yeah.
I had some of that.
I've seen plates. I've seen plates filled with escargot at almost every restaurant we've been at. So I just figured I better try one.
Is it expensive? Is it like, I mean, do they just pick them up off the ground? Do they get them out of the bushes? What's going on?
I heard someone say that they like farm them, so I don't know though. To be honest, I really don't know.
So Sam, I know it's going to be futile because he won't do it, but you have to tell Alex Cabrero to stop eating McDonald's over there and go get some real French cuisine.
Hey,
I could not get him to eat Japanese food while I was in Japan.
Really?
Oh no.
Oh.
When we go to restaurants here, he looks for like a burger or something like that. But he did say the other day, probably like 3 or 4 days ago even, he's like, I'm tired of McDonald's. So I don't think he's been back since.
There you go. Well,
Progress.
Well, okay.
Got tired of the Royale with cheese, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say,
right.
they kind of invented it. And you know how McDonald's is in other countries. It's like a classy joint in other countries.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Here's what we got, Sam. We're putting a bow on the Olympics. First of all, home stretch for you guys. What's your actual schedule? When do you get home, man? Like, when do you actually leave town? Is it right after the Sunday closing ceremonies? Do you guys leave before then? What's going on? When are you going to be back on American soil?
Just about. So I'm the only one who's not extending the trip. They're all extending to have a little vacation time. I'll be coming home Monday morning. I don't know. I leave my hotel. They've got a scheduled ride for me from the hotel to the airport to make sure I don't miss it. So I leave the hotel at like 6:50 in the morning Monday morning, and I land in Salt Lake City like at 1:50 p.m. Mountain Time Monday afternoon. So I'll go back in time a little bit on my flight home, and
Nice.
I'll be back Monday afternound, guys.
Gonna go back in time.
No, don't. No, don't.
Yes,
No,
do
no,
it,
no.
please.
I just did.
All right. So overall, I know our medal count has exceeded what some of the expectations were. The bitterness of some of the people who weren't able to pull off gold medals. I think that the 4x100 men's team who was DQ'd and did not have a good showing at all. That's a bad one. But overall, this has been a tremendously successful games overall, but it's also been an awesome one for Team USA. I don't know where it ranks, but is this the best our athletes have ever been? I know we talked about the Olympics being some of the best ever, but is this the best that Team USA has ever been?
That's a great question. Man, and it's kind of hard to compare, the decades and stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking all the way back to the 80s, right? 84, the American athletes were great, but you also had, I think Russia protested and didn't come, right? So you had some, whatever. There's always circumstances all along the way. 96 felt like that was a really good Summer Games. There was just a lot of star power, American star power there. You had that dream team too. You had Michael Johnson tearing it up on the track. You still had Carl Lewis doing his thing. And so, I mean, it just feels like this year, and you don't have Michael Phelps this year, right? Which he's been an absolute superstar in the Olympic world for many years. But this year, you do have Simone Biles. You do have the basketball team. You do have, the women's track stars, the 4x100 team today. There are it's hard to compare. It's hard to say this may be the best athletes the United States has ever had, but they certainly have exceeded, I think, or at least reached the expectations we all had for them in these games.
We had this conversation before you came on in our first segment, so I'll ask you the question: who is the Olympics MVP this year? The 2024 Paris Summer Games MVP, best athlete of the entire games.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Best athlete, man. You're looking for me to say an American name, or
you can say whoever you want.
Okay, all right. Because in the pool, that French guy, what's his name, Marchand or something like that?
Marchand.
Leon Marchand, yeah. That's what I threw him out there. Yep.
He was great. He was amazing. And I mean, he's a stinking superstar out here too. But from an American standpoint, look, I'm going to go local. You know me. And I'm going to give it to Spiff Cedric, because the way that rugby game ended back in the first week of the Olympics was just, it felt like a golden medal moment. It just was so amazing to do it on the final play, to go the distance of the field. It's like winning a football game on a 99-yard draw, right? And with the clock expiring, it just doesn't happen. And so to see her do that, I'll give her my MVP.
She threw out the first pitch of the Bees game last night, by the way. So she's back on American soil and threw out the first pitch last night.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Sam, overall, though, obviously the Olympics have been really fun for us to be able to kind of cover and go after. The 2028 games, we were having this discussion about the flag football team. Will the U.S. be able to have NFL players participate? Because we were talking about this, and we actually put our team already together for 2028. And frankly, we'd obviously be able to go deep enough to probably sweep the medals, but how is that going to work? Are they going to allow? Do we know yet how the I keep calling it 7-on-7 just because your kids play with it. But the flag football, like, how is that going to work? Can NFL players participate?
Why not? Right? It'll probably conflict with training camp and stuff, though, right? So that's an issue there with certain players and contracts and whatever. Why not? But here's my, I'm a little skeptical, because you look at, for example, the great basketball players in the world, if you converted them to 3x3 players, it doesn't mean America will dominate. The women's team had 2 WNBA stars on the team and one of the great college players on the team, and they struggled to get the bronze medal out here, So I'm not saying NFL players would dominate in flag football, but I kind of feel like they wouldn't too, because sevens is a much different game than regular football, right? So I think you just get some amazing, I don't know if is there already like flag football development programs going on out there? Maybe they've already got some.
That's a really good point. No, that's an interesting point you made.
They do have a flag football championships.
Yeah,
they were showing highlights on Sports Center.
Some of it,
yeah.
But the
obviously
other thing
not NFL guys.
It's a very different. Like if you're not practicing doing the flag pulling, I get it. Like hitting guys and obviously the athleticism part speaks for itself, but like there are kids who are really good at pulling flags and just they have a knack for it, and it seems like it'd be pretty darn fun to watch these NFL guys do it. But maybe there's a team in Germany who's just like got sticky hands, man. They're really good at pulling those flags, and I don't know.
I'm telling you, the United States probably won't even win gold in the flag. I think you're right. I think
Germany
there's
linebacker
gonna be
Augustus Gloop.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. You just tell them those flags are made of chocolate. Anyway, sorry.
I don't know how we took that turn.
I don't know. That was great, though. I loved it.
Also looking ahead to 2028, Augustus Gloop, I don't think will show up in 2028. We'll see. But as we look ahead, who should light the torch?
That's a good one. So you think of 2028, we're going back to LA. So go back in time to the 84 LA games. Who are the stars then? And look, I'm going to throw out a few names for you. Okay. So I don't, this wouldn't be my pick, but in consideration, Greg Louganis. Why Greg Louganis? He won 2 golds in 84. He won 2 more in 88. And can you name an American diver in the world since Greg Louganis? Like, Greg Louganis is the only American diver I could ever tell you if you asked me to name an American diver.
And frankly, a lot of us don't remember all the golds. We remember him hitting his head on the board, right? Like, that's like
yeah, right.
That is like,
and that was
the amount of
88,
times, right? The amount of times that I had to have that thing replay for me.
Oh my gosh.
No, thank you. But yes, one of the iconic athletes there of those games.
That would be one name I'd throw out. Another name, Mary Lou Retton, right? She was the first American woman to win the all-around gold in 84. And she was like a superstar after that. I still remember her on my Wheaties box for like 3 years after that. And she was like in every single commercial out there. I mean, even to this day, everyone knows who Mary Lou Retton is, and she's a superstar. So I think her and Carl Lewis, you do it together. Carl Lewis won 4 golds out there. That just, to me, those are the 2 faces of the 84 games. So you bring them back to LA again for the 28 torch lighting and get the 2 of them to do it.
And with the health problems she's had, that would be really inspiring for her to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yep. On 100%. Top of it, by the way, speaking of 84, because we talk about the Dream Team all the time, and I was saying the entire Dream Team from 92, bring them out, make them run like a mile apiece in that relay, all of them.
You just want to watch Charles Barkley puke on live TV.
Michael Jordan. Wait, was Patrick Ewing
on the 84 team?
Yeah, Michael Jordan was on the
84
team. So was Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing was. Steve Alford
was on that team. Yeah,
that's right.
But I was thinking like maybe having the
John Stockton got cut over Steve Alford.
Oh, well, it was the right choice. It was the right choice for then. All right. Wayman Tisdale was on that team. Chris Mullen. Hey.
Yeah, Chris Mullen.
Sleepy Sam Perkins is on that team. Nice. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wow. Look at them. Did they even win the gold that year?
They did.
Remember in 88 they lost, and that's what prompted the Dream Team.
Yes. But that's also when they started to turn it over.
Because they only used amateur athletes for that, college players.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Sam, I hope you've had fun over there. It's going to be a long travel, couple days for you as of Sunday night into Monday. But we appreciate you being part of the coverage out there. And safe travels back. And you've got normal food waiting for you at home, so we're excited for you.
Oh, real quick, Sam, I wanted to get a little R&R before football season. Can you anchor for me on Monday?
No problem.
I'll come in all week. Take the time off. I'll sit in there with I'll sit in with Alex.
It's a joke.
I'll bring the snails.
Bring the snails. There you go. All right. As long as you have enough.
All right, I got to get to McDonald's, guys.
There you go. Sam Farnsworth, everybody. There he goes. Out the door.
Wash that down with a Coke.
All right. Appreciate Sam's coverage. It's been awesome this whole time.
Yeah, Sam's been amazing. And, hope he gets some rest when he gets home because he killed it out there. It was awesome.
I'm trying to look at Alvin Robertson was on that 84 team.
Oh, there's a net blast from the past.
Yeah. Guys who would never make the team now. Vern Fleming. Good old Vern Fleming.
Indiana Pacers.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that like a Motley Crue?
But see, this does actually sound like it should be the 1984 version.
This feels like, yeah.
You know what? They got it wrong. The new one sounds like the old, like it should have been the old one. And the new one now should be this. I mean, shouldn't be this. It should be the old Round Ball Rock. This does sound like 1984. Like, you have the guy who voices Optimus Prime. 1984 basketball. Like, get that guy, get those guys going. All right, Vern Fleming. That's when you play that music. Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we have our Would You Rather right around the corner. Plus, JJ has some breaking jazz news, so let's get ready for that as well. A little something for you on a Friday, so stay right here, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Listen, everybody. Real-life hypotheticals to get your brain churning. As JJ and Alex ask, would you rather?
All right, everybody, welcome back. JJ and Alex, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. I just thought of one of these just kind of on the fly here. And maybe it's not even a good one, but let me throw it out. Would you rather? Of course, we throw a scenario out there. You tell us which one you'd rather do. You can nominate your youth sports volunteer, by the way, in your area for the Hercules Hero of the Week. Submit that nomination, KSLSports.com/contest. Help us celebrate those efforts of people who are making an impact with the youth with the Hercules Hero of the Week. They'll get a prize from Hercules Credit Union in the form of a gift card, and also from Beehive Meals, $200 toward Beehive Meals, which, by the way, phenomenal. Phenomenal. We do the Beehive
Just had a
Meals.
bunch show up at my door the other day.
We do the Beehive Meals at our house too.
Yep.
You don't have to tell us twice about it. All right. So here's how Would You Rather goes. Would you rather, okay, win a PGA championship or a gold medal? So the PGA championship, known obviously as,
We're talking about the major or the FedEx Cup?
I'm talking about the FedEx Cup. I'd rather win that all day because you and I both are all about the money, and
Yes.
that's where the money is.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I asked.
No. The obviously number 4 on the major list.
Oh, this is easy. I mean, gold medal in what? Artistic, whatever. I don't care. Give me the gold medal.
Oh, no, I was just saying in golf. I was just saying win the gold medal in golf or win a major in golf.
Still win the gold medal.
Really?
Yeah.
I will say, if you win the gold medal in golf, you're like, that also makes you exempt for all of the majors the next year. By the way, Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, good news. Congratulations,
You can
Scotty
play
Scheffler.
you can play the Masters.
Exempt. You get to play in all 4 of the majors next year.
So, yeah, he gets to do that. But you win the gold medal.
Did Scheffler ball like a baby when he won?
You know what?
Has he won the PGA Championship? I don't think he has. Did he? Not this year. I know he didn't this year.
No, he didn't this year, no.
I'd have to look up if
because
Scheffler's won a PGA Championship.
I don't know if he has or not, but I think he's won the Masters.
I'm checking.
And
I should know this off the top of my head. I apologize, golf fans. No. I have let you down. I should know this.
Second in the PGA Championship?
Yeah, he won the Masters twice. He won the Masters twice. He has not won the other majors.
I know. That's what I'm saying is like,
okay.
That's why you got to kind of look at this.
2 green jackets, no other majors.
But
I think you take that too, right? Would you rather win 2 Masters and not any other majors?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Of course. Easy, right?
You can't win any other major, just 2 Masters. Yes.
So watching Scotty Scheffler get emotional about winning a gold medal, that's all I needed to see.
Yeah.
Yes, I would rather win the gold medal at the Olympics than the PGA Championship.
Yeah, but you know what you do?
Nobody talks about the PGA Championship.
Well, but
unless you're a hardcore golf person, can you name who won the 2014 PGA Championship?
Yeah, but you also can't name who won the 2012 gold medal in the Olympics.
That's fair.
Like, yeah. I only know that Schauffele won the last one, and then and then Scheffler won this one. I couldn't tell you the last ones. So
golf has only been in the Olympics 5 times, and it took a break from 1904 to 2016.
Oh, wow. So 16, who won it?
Justin Rose.
Justin Rose, all right.
Yes, and then Scheffler won the Tokyo, not Scheffler.
No, Schauffele. Yeah.
And then Scheffler wins 2024.
Now, here's the twist,
Tiger Woods never really got a chance in his prime to win a gold medal.
He would have won at least 2. Scheffler, by the way, got $37,000 for winning the gold medal. You win the PGA Championship, you get almost $3 million.
Yes.
So there's also that to consider.
That's true.
So I guess you were throwing in the idea that money doesn't really matter to these guys because it doesn't.
They play in a major every year.
Yes. Okay.
You win other majors, you win a lot of money. You're getting money. You only get to play in the Olympics once every 4 years, and only 1 gold medal every 4 years. You don't get that many chances.
Breaking is not going to be in the next Olympics, right?
No.
It can't. We watched this whole thing go down, and it is terrible. And I do not doubt that they are athletes. Don't get me wrong, although the lady from Australia proved everybody wrong on that. But go look up the Australian. By the way, do you know what they call the athletes? JJ, do you know what they call the breaking athletes?
Breakers?
No.
What?
B-boys and B-girls. I'm not making it up. It's on the freaking website.
Go watch the Australian do her routine.
B-girl Ami wins inaugural Olympic gold over Nika.
Wow.
Yeah, B-girls and B-boys. We need to get rid of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, breaking's been left off the program for the Los Angeles Games in 2028.
If there was going to be a place they should have done it, yeah,
Right.
it's going to be, they're going to get the break off of this.
It's swimming with the fishes like baseball.
Jeez. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got more to go. Hey, your life moves fast. Quantum Fiber Internet is faster. Move up to tomorrow's speeds today. QuantumFiber.com. That's QuantumFiber.com. We will take the break. We'll come back next hour. Ralph Russo joining us on the program. He's a college football writer for the AP. He is going to give us his idea of how the Big 12 shakes out. We'll talk a lot about how Utah should stack up as the favorite in that conference. Can BYU do well enough to make a bowl game? And who's that Big 12 champ going to be, or who's going to challenge Utah for that Big 12 championship? So Ralph Russo joins us next. That's right here, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.